Hey everybody, welcome back to Ready Steady Play. Hey Haggers, hey Difter, good to see you in chat. Chris and I are making up for a promise that we said we would make up for, kind of, which is that we'd play Super Fantasy Brawl during the campaign. Well, we messed that up. But then we said we'll play it when the late pledges go live, and they announced today that the late pledges will be going live on the 14th of April. So we thought, why don't we play it on BGA, and if this works out and we don't kill each other, then we'll try to play it with a physical copy at some point, perhaps in the manner we play Bloodborne and Gloomhaven. But here to extol his unbeaten record, it is Chris. Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Hey, I may have put that unbeaten record in Mike's mind just before he went live. But hello, everybody. I'm alright, not doing too bad, all things considered.
Listen,
Hey, Difter, hey, Haggers.
the way I see it is that I've got a very super chill, low stakes game here. I've got nothing on the line. But of course, everything's on the line for you and your flawless record.
Yeah, well, it's only flawless against you. I'm 4-2 in my favor on BGA against randos. Playing this game on BGA against randos is an unbelievably stressful experience. I have noticed that there is a culture of not cancelling the other person's turn when you run out. Because you want in BGA, if you run out of time, it goes red and your opponent can skip the rest of your turn. And no one's ever done that to me, and every person I've played, it's happened to both of us, and I've never done it to anyone, they've never done it to me. So it seems to be a nice community, but it's still unbelievably stressful knowing your turn could be cancelled, and you've got 3 minutes to do every turn. This is a tough game. There's a lot of thinking in this game. But despite all that, I'm 4-2 against randos. I'm 3-0 against Mike. 1-0 against Ollie, and I think I'm 0-3 against Deborah. She's beaten me every time.
Then I'll have to ask Deborah for some hints and tips.
I mean, the first time we played, obviously, I was teaching her, so I gave her a bit of a hand. I never told her what to do. I let her choose what cards to play, but then I would help her optimize the use of that card. But then second and third time, no help. She just beat me. I don't know how. I thought I was really good at this game. And it should be, in Mike's defense, it should be pointed out that we played this once on BGA. And I did win, but only because Mike absolutely threw it away at the end. I think a combination of late night brain fart and user interface issues. But like, it was literally, basically you had to, if you did anything else at all apart from what you did, you'd have won. So he handed me the game at the last minute. So
there you go. I'm in with a chance, guys. If I can just not do anything stupid for about 90 minutes, I might win one. It's a big ask, so we'll see.
It's yeah. Well, they've added a bunch of new characters, so we're probably both going to have some characters we're not familiar with in our teams.
This is true. So I think what they've got here are the characters from the core set and the characters from round 2. So there are some characters from the first Kickstarter that are missing.
Oh, are there? Okay.
Yeah, because I think they've only got 6 characters from the first Kickstarter, right? The characters that came in Force of Nature, and the ones that are like Kickstarter extras that are now in the current campaign as expansion packs. I think they're absent.
There's 12. I just counted 12 from the first campaign.
In the mod.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they have added more then. I think they only had 6 when we played.
Yeah, they didn't have Kolel, Akhet, or Sulka last time. I don't think
they did not.
Yeah, because I remember you wanted to play Sulka and you couldn't. Yeah, but she's there now. Ooh,
oh, good. So I can play the one I like and still lose. That's alright. So long as I'm playing the ones I like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think everyone's here. I think it was only 12 characters initially.
Yeah, I think 12 sounds about right.
That's fantastic. I can't believe they've made this. This is free, even premium membership content. Totally free mod, and when they announced it, they said, "Oh, we're starting off with X number of characters. We're going to add more characters every week, and it's in beta now, but it's going to go to full release soon." And like, it was in beta for like 2 weeks, I think, and then they've only over the course of about a month they've added all the characters. I feel they should have teased that out a bit more for their own benefit.
Yeah, I mean, So they should have about 21 characters now then, right? Because when you and I played, and that was probably only about 3 or 4 weeks ago, they had 9. So they've added like...
There's now 21, yeah.
Yeah, so they've added so many new characters. And Eddie, don't think I didn't spot that comment in chat. That's a smart man's bet.
My money's on the door. I get it. Nemesis. The doors are your nemesis.
It's true.
we
Are you gonna kick off this app in BGA?
we're in. You have to press go to game. I'm looking.
Oh,
I'm looking at.
Oh, okay.
That's why I know how I have all this information. I'm looking at the roster.
I'm just sitting here staring at the lobby like, duh.
I'm waiting for you to draft a character.
Oh God.
So we did set a rule off screen.
Whoa! Uh-oh.
What?
I got a bunch of red error messages.
Oh, yeah, that happens at BGA sometimes. I'm not sure why. Just click the X's, it'll go away. We did set a rule, which was well, I say we set a rule. Mike's declared that he's heard that 2 characters are OP, so we're not going to use that.
There was someone had posted on BGA about starting a tournament using the tournament rules, which I think was the initial intention. This is not loading on my computer. I might have to refresh.
If you have to, just close down the browser. It'll come in next time.
So the
Heggers, I appreciate that. Thank you for betting on me.
Because Heggers doesn't know tours. Yeah, so someone had talked about starting up a competitive tournament with this, which was, I think, their plan with the game when they first released it. I don't think they were planning to do a second Kickstarter or a round 2. I think the intention for these new characters was to release them monthly as part of a sort of support for an ongoing tournament scene. And I don't know why the decision was made at Mythic not to do that. I can only assume that it was in part due to the pandemic, but
I think it was because they were planning. There were some events already in the pipeline, which obviously then didn't go ahead, right?
I think so. I'm not sure. I mean, it may also have to do with the fact that right around that time they also changed over a lot of their community staff as well. So, I like I said, we don't know what the story is. It's all conjecture, but. So what we do know is that they decided to proceed with this second Kickstarter instead, and at the moment there's no official tournament scene or plan to go to retail with this stuff. But
well, there is the base game's getting a retail has got a retail release.
Has it?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why.
I know they talked about doing it, but I didn't realize that it had happened.
No, I don't know if it's actually on store shelves yet, but that's why. What do we call it? Rodney at Watch It Play did a tutorial video based on the core set. Although he still had the Kickstarter set in the video. They obviously haven't actually shipped out core sets yet, but the design of the core set boxes that's going to go to retail is all done. And actually, if you back the second Kickstarter to get the Wave 1 stuff, you're not going to get the big collector's box. You're going to get the retail box. Because obviously our big white box has all but 3 of the Wave 1 characters, and then 3 of them came in a separate expansion box. But now in the core box, only comes with 6 characters, and then then there's like 3 boxes of three expansions with 3 champions per box. So all of Wave 1 is going to retail. I assume the rest is also going to go to retail.
Yeah, I think the only sort of stuff that's Kickstarter exclusive is the fancy tokens and things like that. And to be honest, I wasn't super impressed with the plastic tokens. I still use a lot of the cardboard ones.
Well, that's because they're unpainted. If you've seen people who've painted up their premium wound tokens and trophies, they look excellent.
Yes, that's true, but mine are not painted and they won't be painted, so I'll stick with the cardboard ones, which are perfectly fine.
I agree the cardboard ones are better than unpainted 3D things. But yeah, I'll paint them eventually. I hope. I'm hoping this will be my big painting project, that I can actually get stuck back in properly.
Well, I think I said that myself the other day when I was talking about painting stuff. I was talking about it'd be nice to do some painting, and I said this was one I'd be very tempted to do because there's a reasonable number of miniatures. They're all very large and sort of fun and colourful and distinct. So I think it'd be quite a nice project to do.
Ben's been painting them up. He sent me some pictures. He's never painted before. He's doing really well. He's looking really good.
I have not painted since I was a teenager, so it wouldn't be very good, but I'll make an effort. Well, no, I won't actually ever get around to it, but the point is, if I did, I would make an effort. Maybe when I retire.
Stick it when you retire. Yeah, God. I can't believe we're already at the stage where we say, when I retire, I'll do this. Because we're not allowed to say when there's a pandemic anymore. When I have a week off, I'll do this. Have a month off, I'll do this. But hey, at least you started
characters now.
At least when you had time, you started a YouTube channel. So that one's off.
Well, the thing is, I didn't have time when I started the YouTube channel, and I still don't really, but I'm persevering because I just love it so much. And it's so much fun.
Your Canadian
Did that sound sarcastic?
Yes, it did sound sarcastic.
It didn't. It wasn't meant to at all. That was. I genuinely do just.
To quote myself from a few days ago when we were playing something at night, in the evening, Mike, your Canadian accent makes it really hard to tell if you're being sarcastic or not.
I've run into this problem. I do have a sort of. The British side, half of me is very sarcastic, and the Canadian side completely masks it. So I think people just think I'm an asshole sometimes.
Yep.
It's, you haven't drafted anyone yet, right?
No, you're going first.
Yeah. I haven't seen Nickit before. I haven't seen Jacques Lebeau. I haven't seen
Nickit's 3 goblins in a trench coat.
I mean, that's really funny, and I love it.
If you left click, you can see what they do.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Makes their cards and stuff, you know.
Wow, this is a very sort of snazzy implementation, isn't it?
It is rather good. Oh yes, I remember this guy. Okay, I want to be him. Don't take Jacques. I want to be Jacques. Jacques got this cool thing where you can discard more cards of a certain magic core to buff cards, so you can I'm sorry, you it becomes better for each, like you might have a blue card that becomes you've got a red card that becomes more powerful, very red card already in your discard pile, that kind of thing going on, which I quite like the idea of.
At the start of your activation phase, you may ready a core. That's really good.
Oh, I hadn't even seen that. That's fantastic.
So the reason we were just mentioning the yeah, exactly, Eddie. I'm basically Spock.
Oh, so you can get a free Jax. You could react with something,
yeah,
and then still get that back. So it's not an extra action, but it's potentially an extra action. That's cool.
Yeah, it's potentially an extra action. I mean, a free reaction's fantastic. Like,
he also has 2 reactions. Is the only character with 2 reactions? Is he the only character? I think he might be. Everyone's always had 1. I've never known anyone to have 2. I'm just double checking. I'm literally clicking through everyone one at a time to see if any other characters have 2 reactions.
To finish off the point we were just making earlier, which is that the person who is organizing or sort of trying to gauge, I guess, interest in this tournament, BGA SFB tournament, was the general conversation was around how you deal with the current 2 characters that are considered by the community to be overpowered. Of course, I have no actual evidence that these characters are overpowered, but the conversation wasn't about whether they're overpowered. The conversation was how you deal with the fact that they are, so it seems the general consensus is that they're just overpowered. And that was Corvash and Sir Tentaclaw. We've already seen Sir Tentaclaw get nerfed at least once since some information was released previously. So there's definitely an awareness that, I mean, and you know, to be fair, all the new characters are probably still under development anyway.
I mean, in fairness, like it was his yellow, the red cards are meant to be the highest damage ones, and Tentaclot's yellow card had had strength 3 double. That's crazy. Like, I think it makes sense that was nerfed. But his miniature's so cool. I love Tentaclot. It looks awesome. I've played with Corvash, and I don't remember him being OP, but I also might just not have been using him properly. Or maybe I was playing against him, I can't remember.
Yeah, I've definitely played with Corvash a few times in the previous versions. I don't remember him being OP, but, you know, we haven't played really enough, I think, to the point where we could start sort of identifying. I mean, I certainly haven't played enough to the point where I could start identifying whether or not characters are OP.
I mean, he has a red card called Chop, which is strength 0, attacks all spaces adjacent to him, and plus 2 damage for each target. So it could do anything. It could do up to 6 damage to each person. And I suppose you could say, well, just don't clump together around him. But then the counter to that might be, well, objective, and it might force you to get into a position where Corvash can chop you. So I don't know. Yeah, like you said, we haven't played enough to.
Yeah, and also if his attacks ignore defense if the target's bloodied, is also really good.
If he levels up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially, I see. He was buffed by the bloodied rule. The bloodied rule used to mean half health. It now means 3 damage or more.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which was definitely necessary for both Wrath and Marius. I've played a couple of times with both of them. I actually played against Az with both of them at BGA, and Marius gets more powerful if he's bloodied. And I remember the very first thing I did in my first turn was I walked him onto a trap to try and get him damaged, which works well to get him, more powerful. But the problem is, back then you had to do 4 damage to him to make him bloodied. Now you only have to do 3. And Wrath similarly, Wrath gets better if the enemies are bloodied, and he was a bit underpowered, but now it's easier for people to become bloodied. Is it Wrath? I could be wrong. Maybe it's not Wrath, actually.
I think it's Corvash. He gets a lot of bonuses for enemies that are bloodied.
Oh, maybe it was him then. Maybe they've accidentally made him a bit too powerful.
Well, I say that, actually. It's his main ability. His Hell Hath No Fury card, Sap Strength. It's a strength 2 attack that does 4 damage if the target's bloodied.
His reaction also is better.
This attack gets +2 for each target. That's not right. Which one's his reaction?
Maybe they should have left Blade as it was and just changed Marius's cards to if the opponent has 3 damage or more. Oh well. We shall see. I've checked. Only all characters have 1 reaction, with the exception of Jacques Lebeau. Beau. It's Beau, isn't it? Beautiful.
Jacques
Lebeau.
Jack the Beautiful.
And Lily or Lil Y also has 2 reactions.
I mean, I quite like the look of her aesthetic.
Yeah, she looks awesome. She looks like a steampunky, bloodborne-y person.
She's got these like cool sort of like wrist thingies.
Oh. You can twin blades. You can exhaust a core to play this card again. Ignore defense. She's a card that ignores defense. Wow.
So the twin blades does like 1 damage 4 times. Completely useless against someone with armor, but
yeah. Well, it only does 1 damage 4 times if you exhaust a second core.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I suppose you could do like sort of all the movement. It's got range on it, which is pretty neat. Place the target adjacent to an ally. Huh. So she's sort of like a little running around, doing things. Place anywhere on the board except adjacent to a champion. That's also very good. She just kind of teleports all over the shop. Paint in Game Corner, thanks for joining us, says Corvash is now OP because of the change in bloodied. Yeah.
Makes sense, yeah.
He also does not have a single bad card.
I think the blade change from what I read in the update, was an attempt to make Marius more competitive, and he did need it, in my opinion. And yeah, it seems to have backfired and made Corvash too powerful. So who are you going to choose for your first champion?
So, I think I'll probably take Lily, because she seems fun.
Yeah, then we'll both have double reactions.
Except you'll be able to use them for free, and I'll probably just moan about that.
I'm going to take Jacques, because Jacques looks awesome.
Spend 90 minutes whining. That's the kind of content we're here for. Right. What else? I kind of want to take Salka as well, who's a bit of sort of a healer and a support character. So I'm thinking I'll probably take some kind of like tanky character as my third, or slightly more survivable character, because that seems like it would sort of sensibly round out the team.
Yeah. I think you got a 6. You got Lily's quite spongy. Sulka's a bit more, a few more one extra hit point.
Is Kilgore quite tanky? I can't remember.
Find Kilgore. Where's Kilgore? Yeah, Kilgore's reasonably tanky. 7-1's pretty good. Oh, excuse me. Oh god, yawning already. It's been a long week. I've been off this week, and it somehow has been a long week.
Pink Game Corner says the new champions really bring some new mechanics to the mix. Jacques is awesome. I really like the new bloodied rule. Makes it really simple and streamlined. Also, it's nerfed Zoo, but Corvash was a shame.
Oh yes, you're right. They also said it was required to nerf Zoo. Yes, it's coming back.
I noticed the Zoo is OP, but once again, you know, it's mostly
I don't necessarily know if think he was called OP necessarily, but he had a card that was a little bit too powerful. I'm trying to remember what it was now. Deal damage to each target until they are bloodied. So you could, in theory, deal like half damage to all 3 enemy champions if they were all adjacent to you in the right configuration. Whereas now, just 3 damage is still pretty good, especially when it's dealing the damage. It's not even a strength 3 attack; it's just 3 damage gets straight through. And that's 3 damage on Dugrin, despite his 2 armor.
So I'm just looking around to make sure I've got some characters with some stuff that can like sort of push and pull and things, because I sometimes don't have that.
Peyton Game Corner agrees with Kilgore. So
Kilgore is a great shout. Cool, okay. I was thinking maybe taking Goldar, but I guess I'll take Kilgore and we'll see what happens.
I think Goldar's equally good in terms of tanking your roster up. I haven't chosen who I want though. This is am I boring and take Dugrin just because I like his 2 armor so much?
Well, I thought there was another character with 2 armor. Yeah, they are still missing characters, Chris. They don't have the ones from Force of Nature.
Which ones are they? Oh,
the
you're
ones
right.
From the expansion in the first
Lorelei, and
yeah, Lorelei. She has 2 armor and 4 health, right? She's missing.
I can't remember.
Yeah, she's a little tanky person.
Does she have 2 health? Trying to find
Let me see if I can find an image for you guys. I don't want to Google live on stream because you never know what's gonna happen.
I remember Akka. I quite like Akka. Oh, what's the new? Oh yeah, we can use the new people. We just banned Sir Tentaclot. Cancel.
Well, Well,
Sorry?
I think yeah. We didn't. We were either both gonna take Sir Tentaclot, right? Or neither of us were gonna. Or one of us was gonna have Corvash and the other two Sir Tentaclot.
You know what I'm saying is like Khalees and King Alistar are up for grabs, aren't they? Potentially.
Yes, absolutely. I have no evidence to suggest that they're an issue.
King Alistar looks a lot like Corvash. Aren't they meant to be? Wasn't there some lore about them being? Or am I making that up? I might just grab King Alistar.
Yeah, I've never seen him before.
He looks like he's just a big grizzly dude who does a lot. I mean, he's got a red card that does 3 damage to everybody around him.
Open image in new tab.
He's even got a minor healing ability.
There you go,
Yeah,
team.
I'll
These are
grab
the. So I've played. Yeah, I've played a game in way back when this first arrived with all of these characters. And I remember Lorelei being really annoying.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, he does. Oh, wow. King Alistair doesn't have a special ability, but his level up has 10 health, 1 armor.
Bloody hell.
So he just goes.
So he's really benefited from the change to bloodied.
So he goes from survivable to being super tanky. Yeah, so I've got a guy with lots of health and a guy with low health but 1 arm. You're kind of going the other way. High health and an armor. Well, 7 and 1. And a super squishy 6 health, no armor. So are you taking Sulka for your last one? Or
I
would you
guess
like
I don't know. I feel like maybe I should take
someone
someone
else?
new, right? But
Yeah, go for it. You're under no obligation to take Sulka.
I mean, the only other new ones are Nickit and Khalees, right? That we've got here. Oh no, there's Isabella, Alchemy,
yes, I
and
think so.
Zinshin. The only reason I'm not counting them is because
We
they
played
were in the
them.
last game we played with, so we played with them.
Yeah.
But they were cool
Zinshin
too.
scares me so much. The fact that she's got 4 health, like.
Yeah, it's terrifying. She really frightens me as a sort of like. I mean, I played with her, and actually, I don't remember it being a problem. The 4 health ever. I think it was fine, but. When an enemy champion suffers displacement effects, they also suffer stun. That's amazing. She's got lots of planning. Well, but you know, I think I'll take Sulka just because I quite enjoy her, and I've only played 1 game with her, and I'd like to play with the ones I like to play with, because I don't get to play very often.
I could take all new characters that I've never played with before, and then you'll be expected to win.
Oh, Chris, I think even if I picked my dream optimal team and chose your characters for you, the 3-0 record is still probably trumping that selection, but, you know.
At the bookies, yeah, possibly. Just 1 for each hex moved, heals herself, but then she's also got Restoration, Ally, heals 3, return 1 of that champion's cards from discard pile to your hand. And then there's another one, target any ally champion, that target may heal 2, and also gains +1 strength and +1 movement to the end of the turn. She's super supporty. Even her big attack is like only circumstantially big. Super strength, but the attack gains +1 strength for each damage already on the target. So health. Oh, am I good enough to use a support character who's this supporty? Sure, why not? Let's go with it.
My bitrate on my stream is not super optimal, so I'm just going to go plug in the Ethernet cable, which I realized I forgot to do. I'll be right back, team.
You should totally have done that. It's the Chris Show. We need our own music for the Chris Show. I'm just setting up my screen so that I can be super optimal and see the whole board at the same time. Mike doesn't want to accidentally show all the Kickstarters he's backed. Like, I actually missed out on backing Kickstarter the other day because I was asleep when the campaign ended.
Which one was that?
So You've Been Eaten. I was planning on backing it.
Oh, So You've Been Eaten. I thought about backing it, but I didn't in the end. I need to get
Yeah.
some Chris Show intro music to play when I walk away.
A little jingle. We'll record a jingle.
Do the colors on the cards mean anything? They must, right?
On what card?
Well, you got two yellow
I
heroes
don't
and a
think so. I
grey
think it's
hero,
just
and
like-
I've got two grey heroes and a brown hero.
It's just what expansion they're from.
Oh no, that
What's
can't be
that
right,
from?
because Lily
I
and
think.
Kilgore seem to be the same color. Or maybe they're not, actually. Yeah, it might be expansion.
Lily and Kilgore are different colors.
Yeah, I think you're right. They just kind of look the same-ish.
I set 2 traps.
Oh, yeah, okay. You must set a trap. Okay, what's this thing? Have 2 people adjacent to 1. Okay, I put a trap.
The other major rule change apart from Bloodied is that now only 1 card is revealed at the start, 1 objective card.
Wow!
Oh, I'm going first. Now that makes it well. I mulligan the 2 reactions I currently have in my hand.
How's this,
I'll definitely not be using that.
how's this, image on the stream yet, guys? Can you see the image okay? Paint Game Corner, I have not got that many Kickstarters.
If I'm gonna mulligan you, and I might mulligan more because I'm not gonna get much use out of you, am I? On turn 1.
But yeah, I mean, I do definitely have a sort of a space shortage that needs to be improved. So.
Oh no!
Have you just done a Chris and drawn into a
Why
blue
is
hand?
this always happening to me this?
All blues.
Almost. I have really rotten luck with my draws in this game, I feel. Ugh. That's so upsetting.
Alright, see, I feel compelled to plan out my whole first turn. I probably want to keep that one. I don't think I need to keep that one. And I don't need to keep that one either. I can't mulligan them one at a time, right? I have to pick them all now.
Yeah, you picked them all.
I wanted to optimize Chris by mulliganing them one at a time until I was happy with it.
Well. Oh no, I just realized that's really upsetting.
I'd love to hear about it later when you can reveal it.
Yeah.
I'll probably also tell you what the horrible mistake I did was. I don't know what it is yet, but I'm sure I'll realize at some point. Yeah, this one's only kind of good because of... Yeah, okay, I'll keep that one. I'll get rid of that because I don't think it's useful. I kind of want to get rid of this one because I don't think it's super useful right now either, but then for maybe obvious reasons, I probably don't want to get rid of it.
Whatever you do, you're going to draw cards that you don't want. Trust
Maybe
me.
I just... Then at least... Yeah, I think I'll just keep... what's the... Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just actually mulligan the one. No more discard! No more discard.
My turn. I'm in face Jack LeBeau in my deployment area. Alright, hang on. Let me work out what I want to do here.
You know the black splat with the arrow pointing right?
What?
Some cards have a black splat with an arrow pointing right on them. That means
Black
like...
splat.
Yeah, like some of them have a... Well, the splat is the spiky thing, right? It's the one that's in the top left corner of cards that are not reactions
yeah,
or sort
yeah,
of
yeah,
supporting
with
cards.
with
Okay. Attacks, I guess? Maybe it's the attack symbol.
Yes.
The arrow pointing right means after you've resolved everything on the card, and the arrow pointing left is before you've resolved everything on the card, right?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Cool.
No, not for after. Well, not everything on the cards. Before and after attack.
Oh, before and after resolving the damage of the attack.
Before and after the attack.
Yeah, but I mean the cards have movement on as well, right? So like,
Yes,
if it
it's
was before the
movement,
attack,
and then movement, then before
movement's
attack.
always first.
Yeah.
Movement's always
Then you
first, and
start
then
the then you start the attack process, and the first thing you do in the attack process is resolve any before attack stuff. If that makes sense.
yep, I got it.
Do you? Do you got it?
Diff just says it's a bit framey, but I'd say it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's not running great. We've dropped about 8% frames. I don't know why. It's just Sky Internet being brilliant. But also,
Right.
guys, yeah, I mean, I would like to talk about the Stellaris Kickstarter, commentary before it ends. Does anyone know how many days are left on it? I think it's like 5 days, but I don't know if we'll have time just because it's a lot of work. I say it's a lot of work. I mean, we could just improv it, but it wouldn't be useful. But I do actually want. So I mean, I don't know. Would you guys be interested in shorter Kickstarter commentaries where we just look at one Kickstarter project? Would that be something of interest? Let me know. Also, I think the stream is lagging like crazy. I don't know if it's my playback though, actually.
Well, I think what we could possibly do is focus on fewer games, but maybe more in depth. I thought I had a plan for this, but it turns out I don't. Which is really disappointing.
I haven't even begun to think of a plan yet. I'm like, I can't possibly come up with a plan until after Chris is deployed, so I'll just not think about it. In fact, I can't even really come up with a plan until after his turn, so I'm not going to worry. Which is not the right way to think about this, probably.
I had an idea, and then I realized too late that the idea won't work. Oh dear.
I mean, Haggers, with concerning like sort of what it is it's not it is obviously like time and time investment, but a part of it is scheduling. Because the thing about a Kickstarter commentary, is that we need to sort of do a lot of planning because we need to look at all the campaigns that are live and when they're ending and make sure that we have enough time within a given window to talk about those games. And this is something where, if we didn't sort of have full-time jobs and lives going on around the channel, it would be a lot more doable. But the thing is, it's just one of those things where, we can start putting together research and notes and stuff for the Kickstarter commentary, and then something comes up in real life or a project or something at work happens, and suddenly we miss the sort of the deadline or whatever that we had set aside for the commentary by a few days, and then the information's going out of date because the Kickstarters are ending or whatever. So it's always really tricky to sort of because you need a sort of a chunk of time and a scheduled stream to turn around all that information. And it does take a bit more dedication, I think, for us to sort of look at the rules and make sure we go through and find useful information. But I mean, it's 100% something I like doing, and I've enjoyed doing them, and I would, it's definitely a show that I would certainly make a staple, I think, of the channel going forward. If at some point the channel becomes a full-time occupation, which I continue to work towards. But for now, I have to work towards a plan to defeat what Chris did with his 3 guys.
Set them all up in one area.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
I'm going first. You can't AoE them at the very start.
What if I had a card that was just like, before your opponent gets their first turn?
I don't think you have that unless Lily has it.
Okay, so how do I just click where I want? Oh, it says at the top, you must place Lily in your deployment area.
Just click where you want to go. I am oof, yeah. My first turn is going to be a bit of a nothing turn, I'm afraid. I really did not luck out on these cards. I had a good, long, hard look, and I cannot do things I want to do. So maybe I should just... Since I can't achieve what I wanted to achieve anyway, maybe I should just do something more sensible. Which I think I probably should.
Well, Stellaris is an interesting one, particularly because, you know, it's fitting into what has become, I think, a reasonably crowded niche. You know, I think if you've got, I mean, you know, if you're into your 4X space games, you've probably got Twilight Imperium, or if you don't have that, or you might also have, you know, Eclipse or Eclipse 2nd Edition. You might have, you know, Hyperspace coming from Peterson Games. That was a big one. I mean, that's more sort of zany, a bit sillier than your sort of very serious, your very serious 4X space games. I'm trying to think of more, but you know, it's all, I think, you know, 4X space game is the most. That's the most sort of common of the space game. I don't know. Actually, that's probably just a lie. But it, you know, it is a, in terms of those big sort of ones. Like, would you describe Forbidden Stars as a 4X?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't actually played it. I've got a copy in Shrink that I bought when they stopped with the license. I never opened it or got to play it. I'd like to play it one day.
Yeah, it's a good game. I think you'd probably call it 4X. You definitely expand, you definitely explore, you definitely exterminate. And what's the other one?
Explore, expand, exterminate, exploit.
Exploit.
Resources and stuff.
I can't remember if you presumably I think you must. Yeah, you probably do. Alright, I'm gonna do my really rubbish turn. So I'm gonna use my yellow core to play Heaven's Blessing.
Don't like that.
So it allows me to move Khalees 2 spaces. So it's going to be 1 and 2.
Allied champion.
Targeting allied champion. Yeah. I'm going to heal 2, which is obviously rubbish right now. But I'm also going to gain +1 strength and +1 movement to the end of the turn. Which is actually, unfortunately, also a little bit rubbish at the present. But I'm going to give it to... I was going to give it to King Alistair. But actually, do I want to change my mind on that? Yeah, I'll give it to King Alistair. And then I'm going to actually use my red core for basic 2 movement action with King Alistair, which is actually going to become a 3 movement because of the +1 he's been given. Oh, tough decision here.
Run onto the trap, it'll be fine.
No, I'm not going to go on the trap. 1, 2, and 3. Going to move there. And then I'm going to use my blue core for a... Oh, I was going to use a basic action, but actually...
While Chris is thinking, I just wanted to round off what I was saying about Stars, which is that it's entering a very sort of like a field with a lot of great titles in it. And how many 4X space games do you really need? So I need to see what Stellaris offers that these other games aren't providing. I've played the video game. I don't understand how it could possibly resemble a video game either. So I think Stellaris would be a good one to cover. So maybe we'll see if we can fit that in before the campaign ends. I should try Hackers for you, because, you know, I'd like to.
I'm just going to use basic action after all. Change my mind back to what it was to begin with. So I'm going to move King Alistair again. can move him. I can. Oh yeah, he has +1 movement to the whole turn, so I can move him twice. The problem was I realized no matter how I deployed them, that I could not get 2 of them adjacent to the statue, which was really frustrating. I was always getting away. With the cards I had in my hand, which probably means I've got a bunch of movement coming up next turn. So I'm gonna move him over here, and do I want to move him again? Okay, I don't want you to make it easy for you to push me onto a trap or something, do I?
I wouldn't do that to you, Chris.
How much push and pull do you even have? Kilgore definitely has some. And he's got some force.
Ooh, what's force?
Force is you choose the direction you move them in, I think, unlike push and pull.
Yeah, Haggers, I'm in the exact same boat. I actually backed Stellaris when it launched because it had like an early bird miniature for free, and I was like, ooh. But my intention was always to sort of review the campaign in more detail before it ended, like I did with Primal.
So I have moved, yeah, and then accidentally back it. So
because I didn't review it and forgot to cancel it, yeah.
I'm planning one card, because I had I had a rubbish hand color-wise, so I'm planning this card on top of my deck. Oh my god, how can this happen? This means I'm going to get another rubbish hand next time as well. Oh,
guys, I think I've got a shot with this game.
I've yet to have a turn. I mean, it's only been 2 turns. But my first 2 turns, I haven't had all 3 colors represented, which is super upsetting.
Okay.
Come at me, bro.
Oh, I really wanted to use this, but now I'm... Ooh.
I'm really upset that Jacques is a pirate when he looks like he should be like a musketeer.
Is he a pirate?
Yeah, I was surprised when I found that out too. He looks
yeah,
like a musketeer,
I thought he was sort of like a bandito.
Bandito.
Oh, Chris, I've got so many good options here, and I just don't know what to pick.
Is that true? Or is it just that you've got crap options and you don't know what to pick?
No, actually, I don't have bad options. Although, actually, I see why this is slightly less effective. What's that one? Oh, yeah, okay. Wait a minute. If I do that, then I guess I can do that. Care about this? I kind of want to use this one. Then the only other thing I have... Yeah, oh, Chris! I just realized something!
What?
Next to the blue statue doesn't mean in the blue hexes. It just means next to the statue, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's great. Okay, this is easy. This is so easy. I don't even have to make a hard decision now. I'm so pleased. Oh, but this could be anything, really. We don't know yet. So should I use this first? Probably not. And I don't really need that one then. Then I can't use this one because of the colors are the same. That's annoying. Why do we play this game? Oh. Okay, let's try this and see what happens. Because this could be completely random and change everything. But I guess it just means that I might use that thing. Okay, here we go. What happens if I move onto my own people? Oh, I just have to move off them, right?
Yeah, you can't stop on your own people.
Boop. Boop. I'm next to the statue. Oh, it's Khalees. That's unexpected.
You know what? That's okay. Because I need to get rid of stuff.
It's fine.
What was it?
1 damage.
Yeah. I was too busy looking at which card was discarded.
Okay. Oh, it's the one you planned. Probably.
No, it's not, because that one got drawn straight. You draw at the end of your turn.
Ah, yes, that's right. Okay, well that kind of bummed me out a bit, actually, because probably should have done something else there. Oh, let's have a think. Oh, that could be cool. Let's do that. Okay, so if I flip... I don't really care about doing that as much as I would like to. I actually think I've kind of scuppered myself anyway with poor planning, so let's just ignore the fact that I did that. And do this one. Do this. Wait, I just pick this first? Yeah. Then I pick this. Then I pick that person. I'm trying to work on the interface here. There we go. And then I can use this one. Go like here. And stop moving. I can target you.
No.
I guess I'll draw no cards. I don't know. And you have to discard a card, right?
Oh no, I discarded one of my terrible cards that are all the same color.
Oh yeah, that's a bummer.
This is the only criticism I've come up with for this game that I can't find answer to, which is that if you draw a really bad hand, it means you're going to do it again. If you get like 5 of the same color, it means you're probably going to do that again in the next round or two. I don't know that you end up in this loop until you reshuffle the whole deck.
Paint Game Corner says, it happens
important.
to the best of us. Arco goes against you. Planning helps, it's important. And
Planning does help. Planning is huge.
Planning is actually very useful. And Jacques Jacques Lebeau, he works for Goldar apparently, so I guess you could have a pirate team. No, you can't. You need one more pirate. They need to come out with one more pirate, please. I'd like to have a pirate team, actually. And then if my opponent banned one of my pirates in the competitive drafting format, I'd be like, no! How could you?
So I'm in an unfortunate position. Yeah, I've been screwed by my draw again. I've got no push or pull. I can't dislodge you. That point is yours. There's nothing I can do about it.
I might have a chance in this game.
Say again?
I might have a chance in this game. You know, it reminds me of Teen Girl Squad from Homestar Runner, if anyone used to watch that. Where she sings the I think I have a chance with this guy song, when she never has a chance with that guy. I think I have a chance with this game.
I'm going to have to plan, aren't I? Because otherwise I'm in trouble.
Cue flashes from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers villain. Ooh, I don't know what that means, Higgers. But Chris might.
One of the characters remind you of a Power Rangers villain? Is it Jacques? I don't know which. I'm trying to think what villain you're thinking of. I got so much Power Rangers content at this stage, it's ridiculous.
I like
I keep buying it.
Salka makes me think if like Jigsaw was from a Japanese horror film instead of a Western horror film. I like Salka. It's like a Naga as well with a big old snake tail.
These choices are hard. I don't like hard choices.
Do you know what I like? I like games that just play themselves. Oh, that's why you wanted So You've Been Eaten.
This is upsetting. I've got 2 choices basically. I'm gonna go with this one because it's more fun. So I'm going to play. Ooh, but then another choice. Hang on, I haven't changed my mind. I'm not changing my mind, but I've just realized there's a sub choice. I think planning is important enough that I am going to... I'm doing a basic move action. And as I said, I think it's important enough to plan because I have to get out of this hole I'm in with these cards. So I'm going to use my yellow core for this basic move action. I'm moving King Alistar 2 spaces. 1, 2. I'm then going to play Die for Your King.
No, don't do it.
Which gives me another 2 movement. Moving here. And then I'm going to attack all adjacent enemies for 3 damage.
You must choose how Kilgore reacts. I choose not to react. You must choose how Salka reacts. I choose not to react.
The way the emphasis you put in the word choose makes me think you don't have a reaction, just so you know. Then I'm going to use basic action with Jacques. Well, it doesn't have to be with Jacques actually, but I think I'm going to do it with Jacques. Am I going to do it with Jacques? Let me just check one thing there. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to move with Jacques. Move forward 1 space with Jacques. And then I'm going to plan this card. And that card is the only card not of a certain color that I didn't draw. So planning is very important, Peyton Game Corner. You're absolutely right, but there is a limit to the damage there's a limit to the damage limitation it can provide. Mike, I still have not had all 3 cards in my colors in my hand at any time, and I'm really annoyed about it.
Hooray! That might do okay in this game. Hey, Chris, listen.
And you have a point now, by the way. You should do.
I do.
Yeah, you do.
I think I do.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
So at the start of your turn, you had 2 champions adjacent to the blue statue.
Yes, and by the way, Chris, apparently Heggers was referencing Goldar, the actual Goldar from Power Rangers.
Oh, sorry.
Who has the same name as Goldar.
I thought, yeah, of course. Sorry, I thought. Well, it's not exactly the same name in Power
Oh
Rangers.
yeah, it's spelled differently. No apostrophe.
His name is Goldar. Here, his name is Goldar.
Yeah, the pronunciation's key. And Peyton Game Corner asked if I play poker. Peyton Game Corner, I do play poker, and I don't behave the way I just did when I'm playing poker.
Mike doesn't play poker to the point that he can say the sentence "I play poker."
I used to play a lot of poker, but that was before I met you.
Used to.
No, that's because I used to have a social life, and I didn't actually meet you until after working on the channel, and my social life was all but gone.
That is true. That is true.
I've got so many.
I used to play poker.
Nice.
Actually, in school, we as a group of us used to go and play poker every lunchtime. No, I don't think we bet real money at all. If we did, it was pennies. But I don't think we did. I think we just played with chips. And I briefly went through a phase of playing poker because from work, which I really enjoyed. But then I realized I was enjoying it for the game and found better games to play. But poker's still a fun game. Don't get me wrong.
God, I really, really want... I think this is the better play, right? Team at home? I think this is the better play, but I really, really want to use this one with this one and this one to see if I can take care of this problem.
I'm taking from the question if you play poker and Difter's comment that I definitely was right that you had no reactions.
Well, joke's on you, Chris, because I actually thought I had one reaction, and it wasn't a reaction. I just misread the card. But also it was for Lily, and it wasn't a reaction. So I've not played a lot of Super Fantasy Brawl, guys.
You definitely played less than me, and it's showing.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see if I can make up for my mistake. 'Cause I think I don't know. Does this just put a stupid target on my head? Um. That could be fun, right? What's that? Oh, I've got like a whole bunch of things I really want to do. I've got so many good attacks. Damn it. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. This is the only one that's applicable here. So why don't we start? Yeah, let's start with this one. See what happens.
Fury. Ugh. Healing. I hate you. King Alistar is being attacked by Strength 2. He has 9 health. And do not have all colors in my hand, so I am not going to react to that. Yes.
Okie dokie. So, yeah, if in doubt, but these are both super fun. How do I choose between these two, right? Because this one does the thing where it does the thing over, put that one there. Although I think the second part of this card is less good. I'm literally pointing at my screen. You guys can't see this at all.
In fairness, I went
this one does the thing where it does the put that one there.
I went for the fun one, which was to attack 2 of your characters with King Alistar's big boy attack. So I agree. Go for the fun one. Oh, that could be good. Could it? Could that be good? Yes, that could be good. This is for later.
Okay, I think we do this one then. Maybe we can do something with that. Yeah, let's do the other thing with that. Okay. What we'll do is we'll do this and go here. Whee!
Oh my god, she's all the way over there.
Zoom, zoom, zoom! It's fun, right? And then it's like you plan a card. Okay, so now we plan one of these two. I think we plan this one though, because I really like this one and I definitely want to use it.
Oh, that's upsetting.
And now we've got a red card, so we use this one. That way.
Do you know what's so upsetting? It's not the fact that it's just the fact that I had a really fun move pretty much all planned out, and now if I want to do that fun move, I'm going to basically have to give you a point, but I kind of want to just do it and let you have the point because I really want to do the move I planned.
Sometimes it's more fun to do something cool and show off than to win. That's my philosophy in Dominion all the time.
That's also the reason I wasn't reacting, but now I'm like, oh, this is a lot of damage.
Paint and game corner. Yes, I think that there was... So the second part... Well, there was... I think that the thing about that is that if Chris has a hand of cards that he's not going to be able to do much with, then it might already be
some stuff.
less good. I'm trying not to give away my game here necessarily.
I can do some stuff.
Yeah, but I'm imagining you have at least one card in your hand.
Okay, I'm not reacting to that. I'm taking that 4 damage.
Wow.
Okay, because I've realized I can still pull off this exciting move in a slightly different way, which will be super fun for everyone involved, especially me.
Yay! Fun, exciting stuff. Hackers, yeah, the battle cry of the online entertainer. For the meme! Control the blue area. Oh, fuck off. I was just there.
How do I do this? How do I do this? But I won't have to use that anymore. That's annoying. Life is very upsetting sometimes. That would do how much to you? That would do...
Sometimes life's upsetting. Sometimes life is hard. Relax, I guess. I appreciated your backhanded compliment.
How do I do this?
For a second there, I was like, I played furry?
I can't let you get the points, can I? I can't.
Oh, you could, though.
Fine.
You could. I'm pretty sure you've probably come back from a less bad situation.
Yeah, but Alistair is like the Alistair's probably going to die before the game is up, which is another point to you.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, I'll just leave him alone.
Oh, okay, yes, please do. That'd be excellent. Right, okay, I'm going to play Coup de Grace, which unfortunately is only one card in my discard pile away from insta-gibbing Lily. So I'm going to move him to here.
For each red card.
I'm going to stop moving. I'm not going to dash at all. And now I'm going to do strength 5 attacks to Lily. At least it better be strength 5 because it's 3 red cards in my discard pile. So what was that reaction?
Gain 1 armor and then gain 2 armor after the attack.
So for the next attack, you've got 2 armor. Is that right?
I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3, honestly.
Whose card was it?
Kilgore's Darksteel armor.
Yeah, target. I found it. Plus 1 armor after the attack. The target gains plus 2 armor to the end. Could have had. That's the worst card you could have had in your hand.
It was strategery, Chris. I planned it all along.
Well, but you know, so frustrating. I even had a way to, even if you could give her an armor, what I had not allowed for was her then having plus 2 armor for the rest of the turn. Because that is something that one doesn't think of. I didn't look through your reactions in detail. I just saw they all had 1 armor. Oh, so because it's 2 armor actually. No, well then I guess my plan wasn't very good.
Hey, Margo! Thanks for joining in the stream.
Hey, Marco.
In the chit chat. We are having a few internet issues today. I hope they're not too obvious.
That's so silly. How am I supposed to kill you with all these cards in the wrong places and all sorts?
I'd like to say at the end, if you know, and this is a big if, because honestly, this game is so far from over. But if I win this one, I would love to say I won it, but I think that Chris's deck might be winning this for me.
Nah.
Oh, I'm so annoyed that Skype is doing that thing where the little widget disappeared and now I can't see Chris's face.
Oh, control the manipulation area, eh?
Paint and Game Corner, Chris confirms that Lily has 2 armor, not 1. I mean, not 3. If that makes a difference to your plan.
No, 2 is quite sufficient for me not to be able to kill her this turn, which is very upsetting. Because she only has 4 damage on her. Yeah, she does. Yeah, I don't have any fancy thing to do, I don't think. I guess I could do that. No, actually, that'll help you if I do that. Alright, fine. I'll still do the... Okay, I'm going to play... Ibis Strike. Ibis... That's a better way to pronounce that. So I'm going to move with Khalees 1 space over here. I'm going to stop moving. I'm It's an indirect attack, so I can target through Jacques at Lily. Does no damage because it's only strength 1, so your armor's going to protect against it, obviously.
Indeed.
But then I pull her one toward me, and because Jacques is between us blocking the pull, you take 1 damage.
Very good. Yes, I see. That was your plan to kill me.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, because I planned for you to have a reaction, but I didn't plan for you to have a reaction that had a lasting effect for the next attack. And now I've got all blue cards in my hand and only a yellow core. So I'm going to do basic yellow action. I'm going to move King Alistair over here and heal him 1.
Ooh, baby! Margot, this is Super Fantasy Brawl from Mythic Games. We're playing it obviously on Board Game Arena, and it is a head-to-head skirmish game. We've got 3 characters. Chris is blue, I'm red, and each character comes with a set of cards, and each turn you draw the cards, and you play them out. You have 3 actions per turn. Each action matches the color of the cards in your hand, so you ideally want to have a mixture of the 3 different colors, which are blue, yellow, and red. And each card corresponds to a specific character. So if you have a hand of 5 cards that all belong to one of your 3 characters, you have to do 3 things with that one character. And essentially what you're trying to do is manipulate your characters on the board to kill your opponents and complete these objectives here, which are all to do typically with placement on the board. In one of the colored zones or next to these gray pillars. And you're trying to avoid these green dealer-bops, which are traps. So right now, Chris and I are fighting over control of the opponent's deployment zone, which means having the most characters in the deployment zone. So Chris needs to control mine. Currently we're tied 1 for 1, and I need to control his, and we're also tied 1 for 1. There is also an objective to control the manipulation area, which are the 3 blue tiles.
Although that's not worth anything until the next round. That is the upcoming objective.
That is an upcoming objective.
You also get 1 point for knocking out an enemy champion. As first to 5 points wins. Each champion has 6 cards, 2 red, 2 blue, 2 yellow, and all 18 cards are shuffled together into 1 deck. So you might get cards of all colors for all champions, or you might get less ideal draws where you can only use two champions on a turn. Appetite for Destruction. What's this doing? 1 damage to me, and you're also life stealing.
But also +2 for each ready core, standard core you control. Which I guess means I'm doing 3 damage instead of 5. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because
I used one for reaction.
Exactly, yeah.
And I presume I don't get to count the one I just spent to play the card, so...
I assume not?
Yes, I assume not either. But I'd love to find out.
It doesn't tell me what strength you're doing to me, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, it'd be helpful if it did that. Obviously, you couldn't do that in the physical game, but it'd be helpful if it did that in the BGA. For those of us who are less familiar with the... I say it'd be helpful if it did that in the BGA app for those of us who are slightly less familiar with the rules.
Yeah, just as you're targeting me. But I'm
pretty
sure it's...
Ren is like, this is the most delightful music to hear as warriors murder each other. I agree. This is actually my my late night chilled Euro music. I was going to put on some like exciting bloodthirsty music, but I don't actually have a good playlist for that. I don't know, isn't it sad how much murder is happening? I mean, technically not really. They get around the brutal gladiatorial tragedy of this game by saying that basically all of these heroes are like, I don't know, duplicates created from time by wizards or something. I don't know the lore. If it's not obvious.
Oh, it's basically a utopia where like everything, the world is so perfect that they're completely bored. So they have to create problems essentially. Not create problems, but they have to
Wizards have fixed the world with magic, right? In the future.
Yeah, right. So they bring back ancient heroes in their prime to do battle in a painless arena essentially, where when they die they just respawn, and the winner gets to go back to their point in the timeline with their dream. I think they get their dream fulfilled or something. They get like one wish.
Huh.
Right.
So they could just be killed in the future and never return to their own time. And everyone's
no,
like,
if they lose, they're just sent back and the memories are wiped. I think.
Because I think what was happening in the future was that the wizards were arguing over who from past would be the best, mightiest warrior, and none of them could agree, so they just decided to summon those warriors from the past and make them fight to see who was the best and mightiest. And then they decided to make warrior. Just like Deadliest Warrior, the video game, exactly. Except then they decided
it was a TV show.
Yes, there was. Okay, that's true. I did know that, but I forgot, and I haven't seen the TV show. I've only played the video game based on the show, which I used to have on the Xbox, and was actually really good. I used to play it all the time.
I never played it. I liked the show though. Sorry, I'm just trying. I am reacting. I'm just trying to decide how exactly to react, because I actually have options within my reaction.
I think you should just not.
Oh, I don't want to get killed. That wouldn't be fun for me. You're doing 3 damage and you're life stealing. That's really irritating. Life steal means you heal the same amount, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I mean, really, I'm only getting one thing out of it.
And the after, well, yeah, I can. Well, see, I can. Yeah. After effect of my reaction will actually happen first, won't it? So there is no real benefit in doing that, which means I might as well, in that case, play.
Exactly.
Oh, no,
Eddie,
I don't want. No,
it's proper fancy murder. This is my monocle.
Oh, this seems like the wrong decision, but I have to. Because if you've reaction next turn, yeah, I have to do this. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm gonna play it on a post.
No. I just like it.
And I can discard up to 3 red cards. Well, I actually discard 3 cards full stop. But I'm going to discard 2 red cards, each causing you to suffer 1 damage.
Ooh, this might change my plan. I originally was going to do something else, but now I think I might do this. I don't know. That depends, because you just discarded 3 cards, Chris, so you've only got 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I wonder for whom those cards belong. Oh, I've got an interesting plan. Oh yes, an interesting plan indeed. Oh no, I can't do both of these things. Damn it! That would have been really cool. Rats. Wanted to use both of these cards, guys, and I can't. Now I'm not sure which one I should do. See, my original plan was just to use that to get a bit of an advantage later, but now I'm thinking I don't think I can do anything useful with this, unfortunately. Right now. I mean, the thing is, there's a chance, right? There's a chance the second part of this card is super critical and really important, but there's also a chance it's irrelevant, which would be a real bummer. So I don't know if it's worth gambling, because the other parts of this card aren't really all that useful, to be honest, right now. So I think it's probably better to use that to leverage an advantage that I know I'm going to get, rather than worry about this, where it may or may not be advantageous. Even though I really wanted to use this. Can I just say that you guys are great in chat for not backseat gaming? Please don't, because obviously, I mean, when it's a co-op or a solo game, it's fine. But during this mode, obviously, don't tell me I have to make up my own mind. Damn it.
Mike has to beat me by himself.
Yeah, I think
you're off to a good start in this game.
I think it might be this one. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I love Throw. That's such a great card. Oh, God, that's so irritating. Oh, that's so annoying.
Chat's literally like, no, we're not behaving well. It's just none of us know how to play this game.
Why would you do that to me? That Kill Go Throw is such a good card. I love that card.
Oh, it's really fun, isn't it?
Not right now, I don't, though. Right now,
yeah. I love this card when I have it in my hand.
Yeah, exactly. Hang on a second. Nope, that's rubbish. This is the wrong time to have this card in my hand.
Well, and I'm glad to hear that you guys actually don't know this game, because it's good for us to be able to show it to you then and sort of answer your questions and explain what's going on, just in case you are interested in it. As far as sort of like head-to-head skirmish games go, I really like this one. I do have very little experience with it, and I have some concerns around the luck of the draw, which Chris is experiencing right now, and also sometimes the combo. And I like that they've taken away actually they used to have 2 objectives open up at the start, and I like that they've rolled it back to just 1, because I found that sometimes it felt like going first, depending on the opening hand of cards you had and the objectives that were out, could give you an advantage.
Yeah, so
I guess that's...
I played in one of the games I played against Deborah. The first thing, she went first, and the first 2 objectives were a matching statue and area, and she just ran forward, claimed both objectives, and I didn't. In my hand, I didn't have any push or pull or anything. So there was nothing I could do about it whatsoever. She had 3 victory points at the start of turn 2, and there was nothing I could have done about it. Mm-hmm. Like, no player in the world could have stopped her from doing it.
Yeah.
So at least if that happened now, they'd get 1 point, not 2, not
yeah,
3,
exactly.
not 3.
Yeah, and it's first to 5 points, by the way, guys. You get points for completing the objectives equal to the number of trophies under the objectives, and they move this way. And if nobody achieves them, they just get discarded. And then you also get a point for killing an opponent's warrior. Mm-hmm. And yes, Eddie, this is a mic-safe game because there are only 2 doors in it, and they very rarely come into play. There's one here and one here. Can you guys see my cursor? Yes, you can. And they only come into play when you die. You go back in here and you have to walk out again. And fingers crossed, nothing's going to stop me from walking out again when I die. Peyton Game Corner says, it's my favorite game of all time. Very easy to get the basic rules, but a very high ceiling of play in the combos and cards of certain champions. I played this with the kids and it looks like he got cut off. Run an online league that has some very good French players in it. Cool. I mean, I could see getting like super into this game, playing it on that kind of level. But I just know that I don't have the time for that, so I just have to try and play with my friends and keep us on a relatively even keel. Although Chris is already like miles ahead of me, so I don't know how effective that's going to be.
I'm losing this horribly. I'm going to have to change my plan now so that you don't get another point. And
Oh,
that's really
Chris,
upsetting.
I'm pretty sure that you're gonna run away with this at some point. It's all gonna fall apart for me. The minute your deck gets shuffled and your cards start to even out.
No! Oh, I picked the wrong... Oh, thank God. Ah, fuck, it happened.
Uh-oh, is this an interface issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says Hayabusa Halo cancels his action. What did you do?
I want basic action move Jock, and I tried to move him on to Khalees, and I accidentally have selected Khalees as the person to move.
Yes, because when you pick a basic move, you then have to pick who you're going to move first. And it's a step that I missed in the last game we played as well. It's one of these annoying interface issues, and very regrettably, this doesn't have a function to go back and undo. I feel like there should be an option to turn that on.
I don't know why there's why is there no undo? Ah, for God, now I can't do anything. Oh, have I undone it? Oh, I think I've undone it.
Have you?
I think so. Have I? Select a... Ooh, have I? Oh, I managed to undo it!
Oh, very good.
Ooh.
Okay, cool.
I clicked cancel twice and somehow it worked. Good. Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, hang on. I choose a center of the attack? How does that work?
Presumably, because you're attacking in an arc around you, you have to pick the center space of the arc.
Yeah, okay, you got hit. I just want to make sure that I didn't, by choosing you as a center, didn't mean I was striking outward from you or something.
So this is doing 2 damage to me, is that correct?
It should be, yeah, because it's 1+1 for the one person targeted, so yeah, it should be 2. Oh, bollocks! What am I doing? Oh, for God's sake, I made such an awful... Oh, I made such a balls of this. This isn't what I wanted to do. I just handed you another 2 points because, oh God. I got so confused there that I just moved the wrong character after all that. Oh,
you didn't want to move Jax?
I did, but I didn't want it. I wanted to move him somewhere else, and then well, I don't want to tell you exactly what I wanted to do. He was gonna be yeah. I wanted to move him elsewhere just so I could deal a damage, and then I wanted to move back. Oh God.
I don't really understand this card.
I really wouldn't concern yourself. I've just thrown the entire game away. It's completely over. It's completely over. Do not worry.
Oh, the pressure's off, thank God. I presume that this isn't going to work. Or rather, the second part of this. I mean, there's 2 parts to this second one. And I presume, yeah, okay. I think I get it. I kind of want to play this one, though.
You're overthinking this. The game is over.
Didn't see that coming, eh? Draw 2 cards, and I can play another reaction to this attack. It may target a different champion. So what I didn't understand there was whether or not the different champion had to be involved in the same attack. So like if your attack could hit multiple champions. Yeah, okay, so I couldn't just pick like some random champion somewhere on the board and apply it to them. But also
standard reaction rules apply.
Yeah. So that's fair enough, but also I don't actually want to play another reaction anyway, so it's fine. You must choose how many cards to draw. This many! You may choose how Sulka reacts. Yeah, okay, so she can react.
I believe in you. Ah, God. I do find this interface really hard to deal with. I make mistakes constantly playing Super Fantasy Brawl 9. Which I've never made in person. Oh, actually, a balanced hand. Too little, too late game. You're up to 3 points, aren't you? Should be, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Even though there's freebie coming from Alistair very soon.
Oh, it's me! I didn't realize your turn was over. Um. Oh, did I get points for Lily then? Oh, cool.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Okay. Okay, so you can't actually score with Alistair anymore, can you?
No.
I don't really know what I'm trying to do here, but I think... What's this? Ooh. Do. Chris, talk to the people at home while I try to figure out the rules of this game.
If I want any hope of being at scoring a couple of points here, I have to plan out my turn. I haven't got time to be entertaining. I need to score a point before you whitewash me.
Oh, yeah, okay, so I think I actually do it in this order. So I go this card, and then I go here, and then I target this man, and do that, right? That seems reasonable.
I've set.
Oh, and then you set a new trap.
Where do I want the trap to go? Do I want to wander over to where Sulk is? I guess is the question.
Haggers is like, Chris, the one time I bet on you. Oh, I forgot that we swapped places.
Believe in you.
Shit.
That's good though, isn't it?
No, I wanted to be back where I was before. It's fine. I guess. How do I feel about this? Yes.
Hey, I wish you'd hadn't swapped us around too. So. What's happening to poor old Jacques?
He's getting hit with Maul Thrash. It's 2 damage with push 2.
So 1 damage after the armor. It's 2 strength, so 1 damage after the armor. To put in 2nd damage from the push. Next turn, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this. So I'm going to not react. Okay. I have 3 things I want to do, and I think I can do them all. But every time I think this, it turns out I've made a horrible mistake.
Eddie, I have also seen the Kickstarter exclusive Street Fighter game with the painted minis, and it does look nice. I don't know why I wasn't interested in that Kickstarter. I think I just kind of glanced over it because I don't mind fighting games as board games, but generally speaking, they're not my favorite genre. I mean, I have obviously got the prototype for Knockdown, which I played a bunch of times. That's the new sort of fighting game from Awakened Realms, which is very, very rules light and sort of very, very sort of quick. I've also played... I've got Devastation of Indines, which I've played a few times, which I think is okay. I mean, I quite like Devastation of Indines. The problem is it's quite complex. I mean, a lot like this game, actually, in the sense that it sort of requires you to... Or rather, there's a big skill curve, where the skill curve is knowing people's cards. But I feel like... Because in Indines, you only play with 1 character per match, and there might be modes where you play with more, but the default is 1 character versus 1 character. And each character has more than 5 cards, like a bunch more. There's a lot more to learn in Indines. One of the things I like about this game is, like, you play 1 game, you've seen 6 characters' cards, so it feels like learning them is a lot less of a task. And then there was the other one that we talked about in one of the Kickstarter commentaries that I thought was neat, which I want to say was Sakura something. I'm terrible with names.
Speaking of learning cards, I'm going to do something I've already done before. And play Ibis Strike.
But Paint Game Corner says the game is so fun, so maybe my prejudice here cost me opportunity.
Not gonna move. I'm attacking Lily for 1 damage. 1 strength, rather.
So you're playing Ibis Strike, pull 1, attack Lily for 1 damage. Now, I wonder if I play a card here. Should I play a card here? Sure, why not? Just playing it because I think it will annoy Chris.
So, what annoys me is that you actually had that card again in your hand at exactly the wrong time. What pleases me is that I managed to draw it out of you now, and prevent you from winning the game this turn. Because if you hadn't played that, you would have won. You would have won the game, unless you have another reaction. But you have to have another reaction that suits a color now. Which you do, looking at your other 2 characters. That's annoying. Okay, well, we'll see if it works. Because I have to stop you from getting the blue thing, or else you win straight away. So that's what we're gonna do.
This is true, and so in that sense, that was probably a foolish play on my part, because there's literally no reason to keep that character alive other than I wanted to.
Yeah. So we're gonna use basic movement with Alistair. 1, 2. We're then gonna use Long Live the King. He moves another 1, 2, and he attacks Sulka for 3 damage. Which will kill her if you don't have another reaction in your hand. And I'll also heal 2. Hey, worked.
What?
Sweet. Alright, that makes him more
well,
survivable.
now he's leveled up. That is problematic, so... Could this be?
It's too little too late. It was a good play. And it's got me back in the game, but it would take a player with more skill than I think, to turn this deficit around to that extent. But I'm still pleased that I pulled it off.
When you move out of the doorway, does that count as a move? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, you must use a boot. And it must be a boot. You can't dash or swoop or jump out to the door. You have to use a boot. Be it from a card or from a standard action.
Yeah, see, I've probably rather foolishly displayed.
I can't believe you had that dark steel armor in your hand twice. Because what I was hoping was going to happen that turn was you had no reactions in your hand, and I was going to kill 2 of your characters and get 2 of my characters leveled up and only be 1 point behind. And then I would have been like, oh, I can now win this potentially. But you had the same. I mean, actually, the fact that it was the same one didn't matter in this occasion. Just all that mattered was you had the 1 armor. But I was like, come on, man, don't have a reaction in your hand. That would have turned it around nicely.
Mm-hmm.
At least Alistair's become quite hard to kill again. 5 health, and he had 7 damage, and he only had 2 health left. Now he's got 5 health and an armor. Gotta give the people what they want. I hate that ability so much. It's such a great card. I love it. I hate it, but I love it. I love it, but I hate it, but I love it.
Yeah.
It's I can't remember her name, but the character in the wheelchair with the Oracle girl, she has I think it's a yellow card for her, which is just move anywhere at all. This one has slight restriction, but also lets you plan one, so it's kind of okay. How do I do this?
I made the wrong choice that game about the thing. Y'all will know what I'm talking about in a minute. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you know how to play the game, and none of you do, so I guess you don't know what I'm talking about, and this is not very good commentary. But it's really hard to talk about this without giving stuff away.
Sorry.
Miguel G says, have you guys played Aristia? If not, check it out.
Aristia, I don't know.
I don't think I have played that. It's a Corvus Belli game, the makers of Infinity. Spanish game. It looks like a skirmish game as well, is it, Miguel?
Oh, I'm like so close to a brilliant move here, to a brilliant turn, but I just can't. Oh, hello, Skimble. Here for moral support. Yeah, good boy.
Looks like they wanted to have a sort of organized play format to this as well, so it must be in that kind of vein.
You're public. You're adoring public, yeah. Careful. Can I get the microphone, please?
Fluffy microphone.
Microphone. Good boy. Good boy. You sit down in there. There you go. Right, hang on. I'm so close. Can you still hear me with the microphone at this weird angle?
Yes, we got it.
Okay, good. I'm really close to like a really nice turn here. I'm like,
I don't like the sounds of that.
Yeah, if I don't think I can do it, there's like a little bit of movement manipulation I need to achieve, but I can't. Ah, oh, God. Ooh, could I do the movement? Oh, I could do the movement with you, I suppose. Could that work? Okay, where? Oh no, because I need you to stand in the same place. Oh, every time I find the answer, there's another. I was like, oh, if I can't have you finishing there, I can have you finishing there. But no, that's exactly the one square I need you to finish in. It's a hex, not a square, but you know what I mean. Oh, this is infuriating. Oh wait, but hang on, how far can I? Bye, Skim.
I'm done, Father. Now I've come to attack the webcam.
Oh, I'd have to like. Oh, that'd be very tight. That'd be very tight to do that.
But Chris, actually, is he gonna knock it over?
He'll nuzzle it for a while and then he'll leave. Yeah, good boy, Skim. Oh, guys, like if I could, this is like so close to being just a brilliant turn.
This is the live stream where we sit and go, oh God, I can't tell you what guy I'm thinking of, guys, but it's really hard, annoying decision.
And it would be so good. You'd be so impressed with me. You'd be so impressed with me if I could achieve this. I might just do it anyway. Oh, that's interesting. There's exact ruling that I'm not sure how it plays out. I think, okay, I'm gonna try it. I'm going to try it. No, because I'll die if it. Oh, that could kill me. It could get me killed. It could get me killed. I don't know if I like this idea anymore. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna do it because it's fun. It's fun. Okay. Here we go. Right, so. Here we go. Oh, actually, it won't kill me because I'd forgotten the first part of this card. Okay, so Heaven's Blessing being played. Akit, Kelly, I keep calling her Akit, that's the other Phoenix. Akit's, Kelly's is moving 1 and 2, and then is targeting Jacques to buff and also heal 2.
God damn it.
Then I'm playing Coup de Grace, moving him 1 and 2, stopping the move, decline to dash, and targeting Kilgore. So this should be doing. I've got 3 cards in my discard pile, 3 red cards in my discard pile. So this should be doing 5 plus the 1 buff from Khalees's buff. So this should be doing 6 damage, or strength 6 rather.
Holy shit. Yeah.
That's brilliant. And then I'm going to play Swift Sword Cut. No! Oh, flippity floop flop.
I don't understand what's happening.
I forgot that I'm such a muppet. I can dash ignoring champions and traps, but of course I can't ignore pillars. But I thought I could. No, well, I was going to kill Lily as well. Although I didn't think I was going to kill Kilgore. I thought I was going to hurt him. But I thought, well, okay, so I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I still killed. Okay, it matters hugely. I guess it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of how awesome the turn was going to be. Right, where do I want to go instead then? Do I want to go anywhere? You may exhaust your red card place again. I actually don't. Hang on, I'm going to cancel this. Cancel this action. I don't want to do that then. I want to stay there and control that then. Instead, I will simply do a basic action. I'm to reload the board game arena. There we go. Oh wait, no, I can do this. I can totally do this. I have 2 movement first. Perfect. So I can move him over here. Oh, he's got +1 movement as well. I was forgetting that because of the buff. Right. Excellent. Sweet. Stop moving. -1, -2, and that kills her. I have leveled it up 3-3. Hey, Heggers, effed my chances. I've just leveled the playing field, despite making an unbelievably stupid decision that gave him 2 points.
Yeah.
At least losing 5-3 will not be as devastating.
Oh, hardly, guys. I think Chris is threatening 2 objectives now. I'm in trouble.
I'm threatening 3 objectives.
He's threatening 3 objectives. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I might be in real trouble actually. I'm just gonna get. Yeah, actually, I don't think I can do anything about that.
I think you have to kill one of my champions.
Yeah, I don't think I can though. So I think that's GG. I mean,
Yeah,
not
Jacques was
from...
insane. Jacques just did a 6 strength attack and then finished off Lily, who I've been trying to finish off for 3 turns.
Well, it was foolish of me not to kill King Aliston when I had the chance. It was also very dumb of me to protect Lily when I should have just let her die then. Earlier, you know.
Yeah, it's a very common play to try and draw a reaction out on the non-important attack.
Yeah.
Or the less important attack. At least it's I mean, you can easily stop the. Actually, I shouldn't be helping you. I know. I think you can stop me from winning this turn.
I don't think so, but we'll work on it. Well, no, because you're going to score at the beginning of your next turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the objectives move at the end of my turn.
Yes.
So
that can also work. That can also work to your advantage, though.
Oh yeah, no, I know, but I don't. The thing is, so what I need to do is kill. Really, I need to kill Jacques. But I just don't think I have the ability to do that.
Killing Jacques would solve pretty much all your problems, yeah. As long as with and a little bit of positioning in addition to that.
But I just don't think I have the ability to do that right now. That red discard ability is super good.
It is crazy.
I don't think I've got anything. Well, the only thing I've got that comes close to that, I think, is the one that adds damage for used cores. I just haven't been able to pull it off.
For used cores?
Sorry, for unused cores.
Yeah.
But it's really tricky to plan because I have to be adjacent to you at the beginning of the round, and it needs to be the first thing I do.
Mm-hmm.
It has no movement on it, you know, so it's just like I have to start where I want to use it.
And you have to have not reacted the previous turn.
Yeah, exactly. So probably it'd be a great combo with Jax, who gives you the core back if he's leveled up.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Well, I'll tell you what, you give me them, and I'll give you Khalees. Is it Kilgore who has that card?
Yep.
Yeah. No, where is it? It's 2 damage for each ready standard core you control. Yeah, so that's...
No, I don't think there's anything I can do to win this game now. So
you have, yeah. If you can't kill Jacques, then it's you have to. I mean, the thing is, right? So the blue area is going to become 1 point. So just leave that be.
Yeah.
You need to.
Well, the only reason to target the blue area would be if I could kill King Aliston. Because really, what I need to do is solve the 2 points you're going to get. Because you've got 3 points. So if I don't solve the display of might, it doesn't matter what else I do.
Yeah, I've got 3 points, and I'm actually going to gain 4 points at the start of the next turn.
Yeah, exactly.
As things currently stand.
Yeah. So, well, no, it'll be 5 points because you control the red area too. So.
Yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, 5. You're right.
So I don't think there's. Unfortunately, I just have a really bad hand this round. I made the mistake of planning the planning the wrong card last turn. I had a choice between 2, and I just picked one I liked. That it would have been really, really good if you hadn't killed Kilgore.
Yeah, I didn't expect to kill Kilgore. That was not on the books. I mean, you can. I mean, like Jacques is between 2 traps, of course. I don't know if that helps.
Nope. Again, I've just got terrible cards for this situation, and I don't think there's anything I can do about it. So I'm just kind of like staring at them pointlessly. Well, everyone hangs out on stream, watching me try to solve an unsolvable problem. uh, yeah.
Yeah, the problem is the 2 level up champions. That's the issue. Because you have to kill one of them.
Yeah, the thing is, I could possibly have done it if I had one more space of movement.
Can you fix that by voluntarily walking onto a trap, maybe?
No, it's not about the trap. It's about the movement on these cards. Like, I think. Let me just have a think here. Is there?
Excuse me.
No, I'm gonna be one.
Miguel thinks it's over.
Yeah, it is over, Miguel. You're right. I don't know why I'm persevering.
It's the one. It's not a flaw with the game design, but it's the one flaw with this type of game where things are scored at the start of a turn that you can see someone who's about to lose has the ability just to stare at their hand for as long as they want, desperately willing the cards to change their text.
Alright, well, let's do this on the grounds that you never know what it might change. I think. Oh no, this is not even the right character. What am I talking about? Oh, this might help, actually. Okay, hang on. Oh no, it won't help. What am I talking about? God damn it, I need it,
Well, I now know something about your hand, but I think if you really have no options, Miguel's right. If you have a card that lets you draw a card, you definitely, that could help you out.
Yeah. I just, I don't think it'll help me out.
Most of your cards are in your discard pile.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I'm just thinking about this one. No, that's one thing to do that. I still need to be able to do that. So actually, because this has the thing on it, it doesn't make a difference anyway. Damn it. So nothing has any goddamn range. Yeah, it's just a bummer of a hand. The hand was slightly different, it might have worked out okay. Yeah, so I don't think drawing a card is gonna bloody help. But I guess you never know, right? Is dash a straight line, Chris? It is, isn't it?
Yeah, dash is straight.
Yes.
I mean, the traps can do up to 3 damage. So you might be, if you can guess it with a push or pull, you might be surprised what you can do to me. It's funny the way the luck of the draw has kind of come around now, full circle, and now you've got a rubbish hand when you really need a good hand. And also you had reactions multiple times when I really didn't want you to have it, but then you didn't have a reaction when I managed to do the 6 damage attack on Kilgore.
Yeah, one reaction there would have saved his life and 100% kept me in the game because I had some cards to play with in this round that would have been sick.
You can move. Obviously, you can move him back on, but he's too far away. I'm guessing is the issue.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's too far away to do anything particularly useful.
Who was it saying? Painting Game Corner was saying something you learn is to let some champions get taken out of action so they heal up. just save some core from here.
Yeah. Alright, let me just have a quick think here.
You hadn't started thinking
That's
yet.
not gonna work. No, I was trying to solve the Alliston problem, but I'm basically giving up on it. So now I'm trying to solve the Jacques Lebeau problem. But I don't think, realistically, I don't think it's really going to matter for either of them. Just because I just don't have enough damage.
Thanks, Eggers. You're the... But if you didn't doubt me, I sure as hell did. I thought it was over. One well-designed turn and then a very lucky draw seemed to be all it required to turn around.
What it was, I think, I was kind of losing focus. I just kind of wanted to win on all fronts instead of focusing on where I was actually winning. So I just, that one turn where I saved Lily, I just took my eyes off what I was trying to do, and I was just kind of goofing around, and that pretty much just took me out of the game because...
Well, you would have won at that turn if you
that's what I mean, exactly. If I just let her die. And the only reason to save her was a goofball move. I was just like, this will be funny. And it cost me the whole game.
Fine margins this game takes place on.
It's really because I wanted to play that warping card next turn. And I didn't even have a plan for the warping card. It just amuses me and I like it. And maybe that's why I lose this.
What's the warping one? Right? The one that lets you... The one
that lets her go anywhere, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even play the card I want to. This is not going to work. Yeah, that's 4 damage, which is not enough. I can do 4 damage to King Alliston. It's so annoying.
He has 1 armor, just so you know.
Yeah, but I can deal with that.
Remember that pushes and pulls into things or into people.
I don't have any damage. Push and pull.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I've got a terrible hand. So I guess with that in mind, probably my best bet, really. Can I dash through my own people?
Yes, you can dash through any... Oh, yeah, dash through your own people, yeah. And you can dash through a trap as well, as long as it doesn't... And you'll be able to keep moving as long as the trap doesn't root you.
Mm-hmm.
And some dash abilities say ignore traps and stuff.
Okay, well, with that in mind, I guess I'm just going to play this, cross my fingers and pray. This is a complete gamble.
What does this do?
That was close. Oh, no, that was fine, actually.
What does that do? Target champion.
Just lets me move, and then also...
Draw 1, dash 2.
Oh, I didn't get a card. Why can't I dash 2?
You have to dash 1 at a time. One at a time.
There we go. I don't know why it automatically moved me. Oh, yeah, because dash 2 is straight line. Yes. Yeah, this is not enough. In fact, it's completely useless. Ah, damn it. Oh, no, wait, that was wrong. Can I cancel this? Yes.
Yeah, they've clearly introduced cancels since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Select a hero to move.
Are you doing a basic action?
I tried to, but I canceled it.
Is the option for you to cancel again present?
Oh, yes.
Because that's what happened to me. I had to press cancel twice. I don't know why.
Yes, I do have to press cancel twice. How peculiar. There you go. Tips for you who want to play this on BGG.
BGA.
Yeah. Whatever we're doing. What are we doing here? Oh my god.
I'd be interested to play this again now with Tentacle. I think Jacques is insanely good. And I haven't even used his ability to ready activation core at the start of his turn.
apparently, we're waiting for the server to update. Everybody.
You have to refresh the page. That happens when you undo.
Oh, we might as well start the post-game chit chat anyway.
Well.
Yeah, it's so annoying. I'm gonna just walk into this trap now. Oh, 3 damage, great.
So you've 1 core left now to deal 6 damage.
Yeah. I can't. You must set a new trap. Oh yeah, okay.
I mean, I've been sitting on 2 reactions this whole time, like as well.
Oh, why didn't that play? Oh, I planned the card by accident. Oh well, GG, fuck it. I forgot I planned. I was trying to play a card and instead I planned it because I would just lost track of what I was doing.
Interface issues.
Yeah, I just yeah, because I was chatting with you. I'd already given up. It doesn't matter. I was gonna do 4 damage to Jacques that ignored armor, so it wasn't enough to do anything.
Ignoring armor, that is annoying. But yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Would it also have pushed him?
No. No, I don't.
Had it also pushed him, that could have done it.
Yeah, that's why I went for Jacques in the end, just in case the card I drew with the dash had a push or something on it.
I reacted, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that was basically a foregone conclusion that I spent about 15 minutes agonizing over.
I understand, though. I do understand the desire to agonize over that.
Well, you know, the problem was that I threw the game by goofing around earlier. If I'd actually frickin' thought about it, I wouldn't have...
See, I played a win this game. Every time.
No, that's fun. I enjoy that game. I always enjoy that game.
Yeah,
but yeah, I do find it every time we finish it, I always find myself with that kind of like feeling like, oh, but it's a lot of mental like a lot of mental hoops to jump through. For a game where, yeah, like you were at the start, these cards, man, these cards. Why are these cards? You know. But you do have planning, so I guess to an extent you can mitigate that.
To
and
a
if
certain
you
extent,
really
yeah,
don't, yeah. I was gonna say there's characters that sort of deal more with planning and setting up the deck as well. So I suppose if you're really particular about that, you can take those planning characters. But damn, Jacques killing everybody, that was nuts. I think he killed both characters, right? No, actually.
He killed 2. I killed all 3 of your characters throughout the course of the game, and he killed 2 in 1 turn. But Alistair killed 1 person. Alistair killed Sulka, and also healed 2 as he did it, which was excellent.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So he went from having 2 health remaining to having 5 health and an armor remaining.
Well, I can definitely pinpoint the tactical blunders on my part. Obviously, playing that reaction was stupid. And the other one was not killing Alistair when I had him down to low hit points. And instead just kind of continuing to push on the objectives. Because not killing Alistair then let you recover him. He was not... The thing is, because and to an extent that's about knowing the characters, I think, because Alistair still had a bit of mileage in him, and it's also about knowing the cards, right? Like, you did something a bunch during that game where you were like, oh, I didn't check to see if you had any 2 armor reactions, oh, I don't know if you have any reactions in this color, so you were checking my cards and stuff like that, which I just didn't do.
You can click on your opponent's character sheet and it shows you their cards. So I was just looking at what you had, what you couldn't do.
Yeah.
I was thinking, worst case scenario, what can you do to me?
Yeah. I mean, which is a great learning tool in BGA. Obviously, you can't do that in real life unless you have 2 copies of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it does. I quite like it because it kind of gets around the whole issue that, you know, pro players at tournaments will have memorized all the decks. Let's face it, they will.
It leads to this problem, Chris, where the person who knows the game better is doing it, and I'm just like, la 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 la, talking about my plans for the channel. But that's fair enough. Like I said, it's not a game. You know, it's a game that does have a lot of sort of interesting decision makings and decision making, and you can feel that it does feel like, you know, there is like, you know, a huge skill element to it, and you know, but I always enjoy playing it, and I don't even mind goofing around and losing at it. It's always fun.
I don't think Jacques is broken. I think he just happened. I think I happened to get a perfect attack with him. I'm trying to decide if he's how, because he only has, that's the only really attack. So he only has 2 attacks. And on guard is it's a perfectly good attack. It's reasonably unremarkable. But the coup de grace has the potential to be devastating. But I also buffed it with a support card from Khalees.
Bane Game Corner says the best players know the cards well, and will constantly look through their opponent's discards. But you can't just play for fun. Yeah, oh my god. I don't know. I think if I was playing with the kind of person who goes through my discards to work out what I've got in my hand, or what I might have in my hand, I think I'd probably just shake hands then and there and go, well won. You put in the prep work. Like
I never looked at your discard, but I did look at my discard several times to see how good coup de grace was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, then that makes sense. Like, but if you put in all that prep work, it's like when I used to play competitive X-Wing, you know, and people would show up and then they'd be like, I remember in the early days, people would have a reference sheet of all the maneuvers each spaceship could make in the game. It's kind of like having a cheat sheet for cards in this game, right? And they would reference that all the time. And I remember seeing people doing that and thinking like, oh, well, I know all these dials off by heart, so if you're referencing the sheets, I've got kind of an advantage. And then they put in a tournament rule where you couldn't bring those sheets anymore. And then I was like, well, now I know I've got an advantage, especially people would get like flustered as well during the planning step, and they'd be like, oh, can this ship do that maneuver? What color is it? Oh, I'm trying to think. Like, hoping that maybe I'd be like, yeah, it can! It's a blue maneuver! You know? Like, which I'm not going to do in a competitive game. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to play Super Fantasy Brawl at a level where, like, I can work out with some people's hands. You know,
I'd like to play a tournament of it, but I don't think I'd like to play a sweaty tournament of it, you know? Like, I'd enjoy a casual tournament.
Yeah, like, well... Yeah, but I wonder how quickly
I don't think I ever want to enter the world of like you experience in X-Wing, I experience in competitive 40k. I don't think I ever want to enter that sweaty, competitive gaming scene again. It was too much. It's actually anxiety inducing. Genuinely, I cared so much about the results of those matches, and I was so angry when something went when a die roll went when the game, you know. I needed a 2-up on a Terminator armor save, and obviously that's the odds are massively stacked in my favor, and it happens to be a really important role, and like, I wanted outcome is the one, and that made me so angry, like over such a I don't want to enter that world again.
I mean, I think I don't know if maybe it's because the games are a lot longer in Warhammer, or maybe just because it's a sort of a more of a attribute of that. Group, but I never found that there was the sweat got too bad in X-Wing. I mean, you could tell actually that the culture of the game was not very sweaty because you could pinpoint the sweaty players. You're like, oh, that person's a sweaty player, you know, which meant that there was most of the time people were generally pretty good, and I would never get too stressed out until I got to the top tables, you know, the games really mattered. But even then, like, I don't know, it wasn't too bad. I think I don't know. I think it's because the games are shorter.
I'm still haunted by an idiotic decision I made, banking on the fact that there'd be one more turn. I effectively went for like a major victory, instead of a minor victory. I was guaranteed a minor victory. And I essentially pushed for a major victory and ended up losing the match, and I came like something like 7th or 8th in that tournament, and I would have come 3rd if I'd just taken the minor victory. And I'm pretty sure I never won a tournament at that point as well, so it would have mattered. It mattered even more. And it still haunts me to this day. The guy who beat me, he got 3rd, and he knew like it wasn't his fault. He was a lovely guy, but he even as he went up to collect his third place, he was like, you've handed me this. Like, I was so upset. I was so angry at myself. I just don't want to be back in that world. It's just too much. It's too much. But I want to play tournaments, but not competitively, but not like that.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting sort of commentary about competitiveness in terms of like, because I think the thing is like the one thing I remember towards the end of my sort of career in X-Wing, and I was pretty good. Like, you know, I was pretty good. Like I was never like super duper good, but I won some regionals and I got into the top 3 at a nationals and I got into the final of a different nationals. So I was sort of doing, it got to the point where I could quite consistently make sort of like a top, you know, like in a big 100-player tournament, quite consistently make like a top 20 cut for elimination, or I could, you know, get into the top 10 in a smaller tournament, whatever.
Paint and Game Corner is saying that they run it. The one they run is heavily themed, which sounds really fun. But
yes, that I did read that, and I'll just let me just finish my thought, and I'll read that out.
Sorry,
because I think that's kind of nice. But my thought was just this: like there is a level of competitive play that comes when you know your opponent is like about as good as you, or as there's a point where you're so familiar with the rules of this game, like nobody's checking any rules. You don't need to like sort of say, what does that do? How does this work? You know, I mean, now if I went back to X-Wing, I would totally have to do that. It's so far beyond me at this point. Like I haven't played for 3 or 4 years. But the point is like, that's like, but the thing is it's the middle ground that's so difficult to negotiate, you know, because if you're so good that you don't need to check the rules, you don't need to look up any of the cards, or you inherently understand how everything functions, you know, then you can play against other people like that without a problem. But then, like, anyone who's not at that level, trying to balance the skill level so that it's fun can be really, really difficult, you know, and you just kind of have to hope that people who are not at that level, you know, are happy to sort of accept that they're losing because of a skill gap and just kind of play to learn and improve, rather than, you know, getting too upset about it. Obviously, it's much easier when there's not a tournament with prizes on the line or whatever, you know, or serious sort of competition like that. But I genuinely found people's attitudes at that skill level, a very sort of high skill level, to be really, really, really good, because I think they just kind of appreciated playing at that level. Whereas it was always the people who'd sort of like, who'd never quite got there and were struggling around the middle tables, who would get the sort of, I think, the most angry, because I think getting further meant so much more to them, in a way, you know, like you don't really get to that same level until you get to the final tables of a tournament, you know. And so I don't know, maybe this is just sort of but you know, if you're playing, like, the thing is, I can't play X-Wing casually. That's why I haven't played in such a long time, because I can't play with those competitive players anymore. Because there's like a bunch of new content I'm unfamiliar with, and I can't possibly get acquainted with. And I can't play casually anymore either, because I'll just beat anyone, like, in my casual life, who hasn't played before. So, like, X-Wing's basically done for me now, you know, unless, like, you know, it's not going to be fun for anyone. It's just, which is kind of a problem, right? Like, I don't know how to solve. I genuinely don't know how to solve. Either I have to start the game with a massive handicap. Enter SFB, yeah, but I mean, you're already getting so far ahead of me in this, man. You're gonna be my level of X-Wing, and I'm gonna be showing up like, I think I'll take Sulka again. She's fun. I kind of know how to play her.
I don't think the skill gap between us and SFB is close to as big as you think it is. I mean, the last time we played, you threw the game away on one bad decision at the end, and I said I can't remember. I think that might be a bad decision that was exacerbated by, or potentially even caused by, an interface issue before we could cancel. I think we both suffered from it in that game, but I think you might have suffered really badly at the end. And all I know is you were gonna win, like, easily, like, and you was like 5. I don't know, you had it. And in this
there seems to be a trend to our games these days, man.
This one you were 3-0 up, and then I came back to win 6-3 apparently, but.
Yeah, once again, I've snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. I'm my own worst enemy, apparently. And I guess that's just practice. Like I said, you know, that's sort of knowing it's just like, I mean, it's the same thing in X-Wing, knowing when to press the attack and knowing when to pull away and reposition, you know? It's the same thing with Ilya and this, like, that was a sacrifice I should have just made. And I just kind of liked
Yeah,
the
at least
idea
at least this one has
of saving her
identifiable
for
spot
reasons.
where you know made the wrong choice, I guess.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. And that's what I mean, like,
that was
this...
exactly my intention. Like, my intention was to draw. If you had a reaction, I wanted you to play it there. Because if you, I had to kill one of those two people in the blue area.
Yeah.
I had to.
Yeah,
And that you
and
should
well,
see
that's the
coming.
thing, and I should have known better. And now that I've learned that lesson, I'll forget it the next time we play. But I'll definitely be like, oh, I should have known better. And that's the thing. Like, I have to play more of this. That's the problem. You know, there's so little time.
But like, and like, so that was legit. That was a legit thing I did well. But then the second, that last turn where I killed both of them, I was helped by the fact you had no reaction, and I was helped by the incredible exact specific. It was the first turn all game where I had 3 different colors in my hand. My first 3 turns, I had 4 of one and another. Four cards the same color. I think it was yellow the first turn, red the second turn, blue the third turn. And it was and I just had the perfect cards because Akit was able to not Akit. God
And
damn it,
the thing
other
is,
Phoenix.
like, I had none of my push or pull. I've got so many cards with like force on. This is one of the only hands that whole game where I didn't have any, where I had 1 color missing. I had 4 yellow cards and a red card, right? And I'd planned a yellow card last turn when I should have planned a blue card, but you know, I was just... And the thing is, the blue card had force 1 on it. So if I'd planned that blue card, I could have moved Jacques onto the 3 damage trap and killed him. With the attack that ignores armor that I accidentally planned in the final round. So you know,
very
like,
fine margins.
yeah, so fine margins, and I do think that might be very frustrating for some people. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the kind of thing where...
Oh, it'd be very frustrating for me if I was on the wrong side of it. I know it would be. I
Yeah.
know myself well enough to know that.
But you've just got to be able to deal with that, I think, if you're going to play this game.
Oh yeah.
You know, otherwise, you know, what's the alternative? Ruin the game for everyone. Table flip! I'm out! Where's my outburst table?
Outburst tables, yeah.
So Peyton Game Corner says... The league he organizes is, or she, sorry, I don't mean to gender you, or assume your gender. The online league I organize is themed each round with stories and unique character pools to play with. It means the players don't just take the same team every time. Payne Game Corner, do you have a way to share that information if people at home would like to find your league? Where is this Is this a physical league? Or is it on BGA? Put a note in the description.
Yeah, let us know, because I'd potentially be interested in playing it.
I'll call it out.
I'll play Mike every time.
I won't be in the league. I can't commit to stuff like
I know. But yeah, like I said, I don't think it's, and also yeah, I don't think the skill gap is between us that big.
Well, yeah.
I really don't, because I got very fortunate with the exact, like I said, the exact cards I had. I was able to kill both your characters.
I still think I've only played about 5 or 6 games of this, so I do need to.
You played 3 with that I know of with the prototype.
No,
2 against me and 1 against Ollie.
No, you played against Ollie. I didn't play.
You never played Ollie. Oh, okay. You played me on for an episode. But you also played me off camera.
That's what I mean. I played 1 with the prototype at the UK Games Expo when the game was in prototype. I played once against you with that prototype on.
No, you played twice against me. Once with cameras, once without cameras.
During that session, the filming session.
Yeah, my learning game was against you. Oh wait, no, maybe my learning game was against Ollie.
Yeah, I think I was teaching you both to play.
Yes, you're right. I think it was against Ollie. Yep.
And so I've played those 2 games, and then I played 2 games. No, 1 game.
Oh, so we've only
games.
played 3 times then. I said we played 3 times already, but we hadn't then. We only played
Oh no,
twice,
we've actually only played 2. So this puts you on 3 now.
Ah, okay.
Yes, I
it.
guess I wasn't thinking. But now that I'm actually going back and counting my games, I'm trying to remember if I played Deborah once or twice at this before she moved out. So I think I've probably only played 4 or 5 times.
This was my 15th play.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble! Quick, Paint Game Corner. You need to backseat game. I'm gonna have a secret chat for you and me, so you can tell me what to do next stream. Chris will think he's playing me, but he's really gonna be playing you. The league is all Board Game Arena.
Oh, sorry. I've actually invited you to the game, because I'm trying to see how many games I've won.
Do I need to accept this?
No, you just ignore it.
So Paint and Game Corner says the league's on BGA. We're in week 3 now, so you can't join the current session, unfortunately. But planning another one after this, as it's been very successful. Very cool. So I guess you can. I feel like maybe it was the stream about Arquette that I saw on your thing. Did you write this? Commentary. I don't know. Who wrote this on Board Game Arena? But there you go. This is where I saw about Sir Tentaclot, and I saw a bunch of comments here about Sir Tentaclot and the other guy, Corvash, being OP. Chris needs a trophy. No! No trophies! We play for fun, damn it!
I'd love to try out Tentaclot at some point.
Ooh. It was advertised on Mythic Games Discord and SFB Facebook group. Very cool. Well, there you go. I guess register on BGA as a Super Fantasy Brawl player or something. I don't actually know how you do this, but there's... Oh, look at this. Look at all the members. There's loads of members. Presumably, if you join this group... so I don't know how you get an invite, though. It says only invited members can join. So, I guess maybe someone here will be nice enough to invite you. Anyway, if you want to get involved, if this is the kind of thing that appeals to you, if you've been sitting in lockdown looking for something sort of competitive to get your teeth sunk into, I like this one because it feels like I said during our playthrough, each game you get to see 6 characters, so you get to see a lot of content. So it doesn't feel like there's a huge amount to catch up on in terms of learning all the stuff, you know. So now is the time to get involved because it's only going to get harder as more content comes out.
And 14th of April is the Plate Pledge opening for Wave 2. Or second Kickstarter, I should say, where you can get all the content. All the content's available to you. And I love this game. I've rated this 10 on BGA. It's a 10 out of 10 game for me. Even when I'm losing.
Well,
I've only rated like 3 or 4 games 10 out of 10, so I'm with you. Painting Game Corner. I think it was you who said it's one of your favorite games of all time. I think it was.
Well, there you go. High praise. And
yeah,
I quite like
it. You're a big fan, aren't you?
Of Super Fantasy Brawl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Well, I always enjoy playing it. I don't know if I would always recommend it because I don't know if I'd always be in the mood for something that has quite so little margin for error.
Would you say it's okay and you will play if in the mood?
Yeah, definitely.
Would you say it's good and you're usually going to be willing to play it?
Yeah.
Would you say it's very good, you enjoy playing it, and you would suggest playing it?
See, now this is where it becomes difficult because, yes, but only under certain circumstances. I'd have to have the caveat that one, there's only 2 of us. Obviously, it's a 2-player game. And, I mean, I think with the full Kickstarter from the original, you might be able to run 2 games at the same time. But also, if I've got 4 people, I don't really want to do 2 separate games simultaneously.
No, absolutely.
Unless, like, they're super into it and want to do, like, a mini round-robin tournament or something.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
That might be fun. But the other thing is that it depends entirely on their disposition. Like, for example, if it was me and Michael, I would never suggest playing this. He hates it.
So you're somewhere. Has he tried it?
Yeah, he was the first person I ever played at it. We played the prototype at UKG.
Oh, yeah. I wish I'd seen that. So you're
I mean,
somewhere
he was
between.
like after the game, like we play. He agreed to play because I wanted to try it out. And then after the game, he was like, "This is good. It's not for me," which is fair enough, you know.
That's fair.
You know.
So you're somewhere between good, usually willing to play, and very good, enjoy playing, and would suggest. So you'd give it a 7.5 on BGA.
That sounds about right. Yeah, sounds about right.
Whereas I give it a 10, outstanding, and will always enjoy playing.
I challenge you to play against some super sweaty person who's terrible at it and just table flips. and then afterwards they pout for like a good 15 minutes and then they're like, "Shall we play again?" And they take hours to pick a move.
I can be quite slow with this one too. I always enjoy, but for extreme circumstances. Then.
But, well, to be fair, I think the situation I've painted is the kind of situation where I will never enjoy playing a game with this opponent, and I would never suggest playing with them. No matter what game it is. Exactly. I mean, it's easy to pose a hypothetical where the opponent's so miserable you just don't want to play anything. Tom! You ran that demo at UKG for Joan of Arc? Yes, I do remember that. Oh, so we've met. That's awesome. Yeah, that was, it was very funny, actually, because one of the things I remember about that was I was still technically on the X-Wing team at the time, and two of my X-Wing squad mates, like, they got someone to, like, come up to me as I was demoing Joan of Arc, and be like, are you Mike from RSP? Can we have your autograph? And then it's sort of just like, it's so funny because I was like, what's going on? I turn around and I just see the X-Wing guys. I'm like, you motherfuckers.
Oh, that's so mean.
Hey Sam, you just made it right to the end, but don't worry, the whole thing is recorded and released immediately, so you can check it out in due course. But oh, that was awesome, Tom. Well, I'm really glad that we had a chance to play, and one day in the future maybe we'll get another chance to cross paths at UKG. I don't know what we're going to do about this year. They do say they're having tickets go on sale, but the whole thing is very much up in the air, and they haven't put the tickets on sale yet because they haven't talked about what they're going to do, because I think, quite frankly, they don't know what they're going to do quite yet. So we'll just have to wait and see, but, I do believe in a future where we can all get together and play games again, and I'm very much looking forward to it. In the meantime, we'll just have to play on BGA. But I will say, now, thanks everybody so much for joining us on stream and for watching our game, and we will probably play again, I think, once the pre-orders open, and we talked about maybe trying to do a copy of the physical game, like we do with Bloodborne. We'll see. We might just stick to BGA because it's way easier for us. We'll see.
Let us know what you prefer.
Yeah, let us know if it would make a big difference to you in the comments down below, because we will try for the physical version if that's what you want to see. But in the meantime, I guess I predict it'll be postponed again. UKG, yeah, well, maybe. We'll see. We remain optimistic and positive, and hopefully it can be run safely, but we'll just have to wait and see. So, well, we'll see what comes up in the news. And yes, well done, Chris, for winning. Well played. Good job.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Heggers. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining us, and we will hopefully see you again very soon.
Bye, everyone! Thanks for watching!
Bye!